Have you ever met someone who never shows how they feel? They don't cry when they're sad, they don't shout when they're angry, and they never say what's truly in their heart. You might think they're cold, emotionless, or distant. But what if I told you they feel more deeply than anyone else? They've just learned to hide it. This is the hidden psychology of people who don't show their emotions. Psychologists call them emotional suppressors. People who control, mask, or completely hide their emotional reactions. They don't do this because they don't have emotions. They do it because of what life has taught them. Maybe they grew up in homes where crying was called weakness. Maybe every time they opened up, they were laughed at or ignored. So slowly, they learned. Feeling safe means staying silent. Behind every calm face, there's a storm of emotions they'll never show. Our brains are wired to express feelings, but when someone suppresses emotions, the amygdala, the brain's emotional center, still reacts. They still feel sadness, anger, or love. They just don't show it. Over time, this control becomes automatic. It's not that they don't want to feel. It's that their mind has built invisible walls to protect them. Psychologists call this a defense mechanism, a way to avoid pain, rejection, or embarrassment. Many emotionally closed people share a similar story, a childhood full of unspoken pain. Maybe they were told, "Stop crying. Be strong. Don't be so emotional." These small phrases plant powerful seeds. The child learns, showing emotions equals getting hurt or judged. So they lock their feelings deep inside, and as adults, they become experts at pretending everything's fine. But inside, they're carrying years of emotional weight no one ever sees. Suppressing emotions comes with a cost. Scientific studies show that people who hide emotions too often suffer from stress, anxiety, insomnia, and even physical illness. Because emotions don't disappear, they only hide. And when they stay trapped, they show up in other forms. Sudden anger, emotional numbness, overthinking, physical pain without a medical reason. You might see them smiling in public, but behind that smile, there's a mind that's constantly fighting itself. Here's a secret. Emotionally quiet people aren't emotionless. They're too emotional. They notice small details no one else does. They care deeply but quietly. They love in silence. They worry in silence, and they hurt in silence. Their calmness is not indifference, it's protection. Sometimes they avoid expressing emotions because they fear losing control, and for them, control means safety. You might recognize them if they change the topic when you talk about feelings. They always say, "I'm fine," even when they're clearly not. They keep themselves busy to avoid thinking too much. They comfort others, but never talk about their own pain. They rarely show vulnerability. These aren't signs of strength or weakness. They're signs of someone who has survived emotional wounds. They may not say "I love you" often, but they'll show it in small, silent ways. They'll check if you've eaten. They'll fix things without being asked. They'll listen, even when they don't speak much. Their love is quiet, consistent, and deep. To understand them, you need to listen, not to their words, but to their actions. Healing doesn't mean suddenly becoming expressive. It means feeling safe enough to be honest again. Therapists suggest 3 steps for emotional healing. Awareness, realizing that you are suppressing feelings. Acceptance, allowing yourself to feel without judgment. Expression, slowly learning to share emotions, even in small ways. Sometimes healing starts with one honest conversation, or one moment where you finally allow yourself to cry. And that's okay, because emotions are not weakness. They're proof that you're human. People who don't show emotions aren't broken. They're protecting their heart. They've been hurt, ignored, or misunderstood, and silence became their shield. So the next time you meet someone who seems emotionally distant, don't judge them. Be kind, be patient, because behind their calm face, there might be a heart that's been fighting silent battles for years. The strongest hearts are the ones that feel, but choose to stay calm.